Have you ever noticed that the most dangerous person in the room is rarely the loudest? Think about it. When a manipulator tries to provoke you, when a toxic coworker tries to bait you, or when a narcissist tries to gaslight you, what are they actually looking for? They are begging for noise. They're begging for your reaction. They need your anger, your defense, or your tears to fuel their game. But what happens when you give them absolutely nothing? There is a terrifying power in silence. Not the silence of fear, but the silence of the void. It is the only thing a manipulator cannot control, cannot twist, and cannot argue with. Today, we're not just talking about keeping your mouth shut. We're going to teach you the 3 levels of Stoic silence. These are not just social tips, they are weapons of psychological warfare designed to shatter the ego of anyone who tries to control you. By the end of this video, you will know how to win an argument without saying a single word. To understand why silence works, we must first understand the mind of the manipulator. Whether it's a boss, a partner, or a friend, manipulators operate on a simple transaction: action and reaction. They throw a hook, an insult, a lie, a subtle dig, and they expect you to bite. When you defend yourself, you validate their power. When you argue, you step into their frame of reality. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." But let's take that a step further. If you do not react, the event essentially does not exist for you. When you employ strategic silence, you disrupt the transaction. You create a vacuum, and human nature hates a vacuum. When you stay silent, the manipulator's brain goes into panic mode. They start to wonder, did they hear me? Do they know something I don't? Why aren't they afraid? Silence turns their own energy back onto them. It forces them to fill the void with their own insecurities. Let's explore how to weaponize this, starting with Level 1. Level 1 is your first line of defense. This is the tactical pause. This is for those moments of sudden shock. Someone makes a rude comment about your appearance, or a colleague takes credit for your work in a meeting. Your biological instinct is to snap back immediately. Your heart rate spikes. You want to correct them. Stop. The Stoic knows that an immediate reaction is almost always a mistake. The tactical pause is simple. When you are provoked, you force yourself to wait 3 to 5 seconds before you do anything. Look at them. Count to 4 in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. During these 4 seconds, 2 things happen. First, you regain control of your rational mind. You step back from your anger. Second, and more importantly, you create an awkward tension for the attacker. Most people speak to fill the silence because they are uncomfortable. By pausing, you force the manipulator to sit in the ugliness of what they just said. Often they will start stuttering or trying to justify their insult because your silence has made them feel exposed. You are not ignoring them, you are processing them. You are signaling that you are not a puppet that moves when they pull the strings. You are the master of your own timeline. If the tactical pause doesn't stop them and they continue to lie or press you, you escalate to Level 2, the silence of scrutiny. This is often called the mirror. At this level, you maintain prolonged eye contact, but you strip your face of all emotion. You do not frown, you do not smile, and you certainly do not nod in agreement. You become a mirror. When a manipulator tells you a lie and you look at them with a blank, unreadable expression, they project their own guilt onto you. They don't know if you believe them or if you see right through them. Imagine someone is making a ridiculous excuse for why they hurt you. Instead of saying, "That's not true," or "You're lying," simply look at them. Keep looking. The silence here screams, "I am observing you, I am analyzing you, and I am not impressed."
Usually, the manipulator will start to over-explain. They will talk faster, add unnecessary details, and trip over their own words. They're trying to convince themselves because you refuse to be convinced. By doing nothing, you are forcing them to reveal everything. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. He is chaotic, you are still. He is loud, you are silent. He is exposed, you are a fortress.
Finally, we reach the ultimate form of power. Level 3, the void. This is not a negotiation tactic. This is the removal of your presence entirely. This is for the toxic ex-partner who keeps returning, or the family member who drains your soul. Level 3 is the realization that some people do not deserve your words. They do not even deserve your eye contact. When you apply the void, you look through them, not at them. If they try to bait you into an argument, you continue what you were doing as if they are not there, or you simply stand up and walk away. No slamming doors, no dramatic "this is over" speeches, just absence. This is the most intimidating level because it signals the total loss of their power. A manipulator would rather be screamed at than be ignored. Hate is still a connection. Anger is still an investment. But indifference? Indifference is the end. By entering the void, you are telling them, you are no longer a character in the story of my life. You are practicing the ultimate Stoic virtue of protecting your inner peace at all costs. You are reclaiming your energy. Silence is not weakness, it is the sound of confidence. The weak chatter, the insecure brag, the foolish argue, but the master observes. Next time you feel the heat of anger rising, remember these 3 levels. Pause, scrutinize, and if necessary, enter the void. Watch how quickly the giants crumble when you refuse to play their game. If you are ready to master your mind and build an indomitable spirit, you are in the right place. We are building a legion of modern Stoics. Don't just watch, act. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Join us. And remember, speak only if it improves upon the silence.